Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was a lot of fun. Sure was. And we have one more. We do have one more piece we would like to share with you. Before we close this evening's program, once again, a big thank you to the Delaware Music Educators Association and Mrs. Vanessa Salin for making this all possible. Let's give them another hand. I guess the truth is I'm not ashamed to admit an interesting fact that I haven't shared with the band. I haven't told them this yet, but it is true. As I am very young in my career, not only in the Air Force, but just in general, I owe a lot of folks in my life to giving me the opportunity for having that first chance at things. For a lot of the ladies and gentlemen here on stage, it might be the first time they've been in All-State Band. How many of you are in the All-State Band for the first time? Cool stuff, that really is. And I can remember when I was 12, the truth of the matter is I was going to do All-State auditions as well. And I remember my middle school band director, who very kind man and really looked out for me, was concerned that if I didn't make it, maybe my feelings would be hurt, it might discourage me, and he wasn't so sure it was a good idea. But I decided to do it anyway, and I was very committed to myself. It's what I wanted, and I wanted to go after it. And I did. I made the band. I was in the band, All-State Band, for all 6 years that I could do that. And I'm just glad that I took the chance to do that, and all the ladies and gentlemen you see here on stage have the courage to not only prepare, but to show up at an audition, and actually audition to be in this band, and then to come and work really hard for a couple of days, and it's just fantastic what they do. But a big part of why they're successful is because of the directors and the families who support and nurture all that they do. So a big hand to all of you out there for making this possible. Well, sometimes I'm too talkative, so I need to probably talk less, and we have one more piece for you. This last piece, written by Dmitri Shostakovich, pretty well known. It's called Folk Dances, and again, keeping with our theme of dances. It embodies something else that I almost didn't expect to translate to this experience this week. Many of you know that Shostakovich, as a composer who lived in the early part of the 20th century, he passed away in 1975. He lived under a great deal of oppression. And it's amazing, the music that this man wrote, how much of it embodied the spirit and the vitality of his people. As all folk music has such a reflection of its native tongue and vernacular. So Shostakovich wrote this piece, Folk Dances, and I think it really clearly demonstrates that unique vitality and spirit of the people from his country. But as a composition, it also represents sort of a triumph, given the life that he led. The band read this piece a couple weeks ago, and we tried to rehearse it yesterday when we showed up, and I'll be quite honest, it's such a difficult piece. Wasn't sure it was the best idea to keep this on the program because we lost a whole day rehearsal. But they wanted to persevere on this piece. They wanted to challenge themselves. They are the ones that brought the vitality and the spirit of triumphantness that we're going to be able to share with you now in this wonderful piece. So thank you again for coming out. I think they've done a great job. I've had a wonderful time. I wish you all the best in the future, and I hope I'll be able to come home again. This is Folk Dances.